Five in the Dugout is sponsored by Woods Basement Systems.
And we're joined by Mike Claiborne. Mike, let's begin with the positive. Eric Fetty, really good again today. He's been good all spring with a 1.50 earned run average. What are you seeing with him?
You know what? He's a deceptive pitcher when it comes to throwing strikes. He's seldom in the middle of the plate. He was throwing a sweeper today, and it was very effective once he had a real good grip on it. And he's one of those guys, Frank, that when you look at him pitch, you just kind of shrug your shoulders, and 6 innings later, he's given up 1 run or 2 runs. Not overpowering, but certainly understands how to pitch, understands the strike zone and where he can get hurt at in the strike zone, and he stays away from that. A very middle of the order, middle of the rotation pitcher for sure, and a guy that's certainly a double-digit winner in the National League.
Mike, many Cardinal fans are criticizing some of the starting pitchers in the way of we're not getting a whole lot of bang for our buck. A lot of those guys are making big money, but Fetty's actually kind of a steal at like $7.5 or $8 million, right?
He's a bargain. He's a bargain right now, and so is Steven Matz. I mean, other than Sonny Gray and Miles Michaelis, everybody else is, in my opinion, a good bargain in the day of baseball as we know it when it comes to paying starting pitching. And they're giving you innings, they're giving you length. Now, obviously, Miles Michaelis would like to be better than he was last year, but he's a guy that takes the ball every 5th day. He gives you everything he has. Once he learns how to stay in the strike zone and not get hit in it, he's going to be a more effective guy.
Matz is an interesting case study, making between $10 and $12 million. Nobody denies that the guy has talent, and when he's healthy, he can be pretty good. But boy, he's just been cursed with injuries since he's arrived.
And those are the long-term injuries. It's a strained back, it's a lattice, things of that nature that really take time to heal for a pitcher. But he came into camp this year. He had no rehab issues going on. He was strong. He felt healthy. It's just a matter of him getting on the mound and staying healthy enough to give this team a chance because he does have good stuff.
I wonder if Wilson Contreras not having the responsibility of calling a game and all that pregame stuff that catchers have to do, of him just showing up, playing first base and hitting, if his numbers will be even greater than normal. He had 2 more hits today.
Well, he's really embraced playing first base, but I don't want anyone to think that playing first base is that easy because you and I couldn't play it. But the thing is, you had to think about plays throwing to the pitch from the pitcher, picking off players, making sure you know how to turn a double play when the ball's hit to you. What do you do when there's a line drive? Where are you at when there's a cutoff? Going in and talking to the pitcher and just making sure the pitcher is comfortable. Today we had a situation where both the catcher and Wilson Contreras went to the mound to talk to the pitcher, both guys understanding what he was going through. And to hear from 2 guys with that sort of experience and just know-how, it's got to be a plus to have another catcher on the infield.
I know that spring training stats and $1 will buy you a Zagnut bar, so they mean nothing. But with that said, Mason Wynn, 0 for 3, 2 Ks, hitting 0-48 as we speak. What are you seeing there?
I'm seeing a guy who's pressing. He's chasing that pitch on the outside corner. He's chasing a lot of sliders. I will remind you that this time last year in spring training, we were having the same conversation about we don't know if Mason Wynn can hit. Well, he proved us all to the point where we now know he can. It's just a matter of him ramping up, getting closer to opening day, maybe being a little bit more selective. I'd rather see him get called out on strikes on a pitch he can't handle compared to trying to pull a pitch on the outside corner. And that's what he's trying to do now. And I think once he reels in and knows where his swim lane is going to be, he'll be the Mason Wynn that I think we were counting on for 2025.
So Mason does have a season in the big leagues where he was a really good offensive player. Michael Ciani has never really blossomed offensively. He's hitting 0-56. What are you seeing there?
I'm seeing a guy who's pressing even more, and he has a smaller runway to play from because his defense keeps him in the lineup, but he's never been able to be a proven hitter with any consistency. Maybe the best bunter on the team who's gotten away from that. And he's got to get back to the basics and not try and pull everything. Try and do a better job of determining what his swing zone, that be his strike zone, is going to be. And everything else you have to lay off of because that's how they're getting him out. They're really not getting him out. Ciani's getting himself out more with bad selection of pitches, chasing high pitches in the strike zone, chasing the slider away. You know what? Let it come to you. And if they get you out on a good pitch, then you tip your cap. If they don't, then it's up to you to put it in play.
And finally, anything interesting you're looking forward to Friday, Saturday, or Sunday with the Cardinals at spring training?
Well, the Cardinals have the Mets, they have the Marlins, but they have the New York Yankees on Sunday, and it'll be interesting to see who comes on that road trip. I know this. We had a third baseman that decided to go over to Tampa and play in a game that most people would have thought he would have never been part of. I'm just wondering if the first baseman for the New York Yankees will make that bus trip over to Jupiter, Florida, where I'm sure he'll be welcomed with open arms, not only by his ex-teammates, but by Cardinal fans who came to appreciate his time in St. Louis.
Oh, that'd be cool. Good thought there.